stream this? Can you stream this on Facebook, Sky?
You have to make me host.
Okay. Let me make you host, and then you can stream the last session.
Sure.
And then you can make me co-host now. Okay. Tell me when you're ready, and then we can go from there.
Sure.
Tell me when you're in.
Yep, it's loading.
Yeah, it's for now. Okay, very good. Let's start. All right, everyone. Thank you again for joining us back again to the closing session of the second annual Humane Entrepreneurship Conference, an online conference here. I can't believe that we started at 9 and it's already 12 o'clock. I felt it was just a minute ago that we started here. That means the sessions went extremely well. I heard people were messaging me, and I want to thank you all for joining this incredible session this morning. Excellent discussions all around. A lot of good ideas being shared. So for the closing session, we have a very busy closing session, believe it or not. But I wanted to start asking a student of mine from George Washington University School of Business to talk a little bit about his story, and from his story you'll see more and more the concept of humane entrepreneurship evolving. He is a dynamic fellow. He is an upcoming leader, and he is very energetic, extremely professional. So he prepared a speech. So I wanted you to all sit back and listen to Mike share his story and share his vision and his ambitions. Mike, thank you for joining the ICSB Humane Entrepreneurship Conference. This is streamed live, so a lot of people will be listening to you. So the floor is yours.
Hello, distinguished guest. Thank you so much, Dr. Tarabishy, for your kind words and invitation. I was very happy to receive this invitation, particularly because the conversation today focuses on humane entrepreneurship in a very dynamic world. My name is Michael Tadesse, and I'm the founder of HappyPlate. HappyPlate is a marketplace that allows people with chronic health issues find medically tailored meals prepared by local chefs according to their health needs. I founded HappyPlate out of a personal health battle with chronic kidney disease. 4 years ago, I was given 6 months to live due to kidney failure and for unknown reason. And that really threw me off guard because I had no clue that my health was deteriorating and I was in a bad condition. So through this process, I was put on a medically tailored diet, but I was unable to source fresh, locally sourced meals to help my kidney functions improve. And when you're given a 6 months, deadline of possibly passing away, it could be a scary thing. And I said, how can I solve it in the next 6 months for myself, but as well as for other people around the world? So in the current food market, it's a very one-size-fits-all approach that's simply making us sick. And I realized that we know that health is wealth, and I believe that all of us have a part to play here to make this change approach. Food is medicine. While most of us would agree with that, it won't replace medication, but it can also allow us to work around it where it can be very preventative. We can treat it and as well as cure illness caused by lifestyle and the current food production gimmicks that the food industry is playing to work their business model fit. So at HappyPlate, by creating a two-sided local marketplace where supply and demand meet, this enables for local chefs and catering companies to grow their business while serving their community. On the demand side, people with dietary restriction like myself can comply to their health needs. So this approach allows us to copy paste this model everywhere in the world which enables a global health change for people to eat according to their dietary restriction, but to make sure that they see food as medicine rather than just a lifestyle thing. So a healthy diet can protect the human body, as we know, and from certain types of diseases, in particular, non-contagious diseases such as obesity, cardiovascular, and some type of cancer. So around the world, there's a huge issue that that's related to food. And I feel like if we push on organizations such as the WHO and other country leaders to empower people to eat better, eat for life, as well as help change the food system. And part of that, the UN Sustainable Development Goal is, I know health is a part of it, and so I feel like we all have the opportunity to play. And when Dr. Tarabishy invited me here, I wanted to make sure that we put HappyPlate up front, and other entrepreneurs that are focused on changing the world also represent on the food side and on the healthcare side, because we need to live longer and we need to live healthier. When I was diagnosed with this disease, I was 25 years old. I just received my transplant at the age of 31, and now I'm back to full health. They still didn't know what was causing my kidney failure. Even 4 years later, my doctor asked me, but through diet, I was able to delay it. And so I didn't get into dialysis for 2.5 years later from my 6 months diagnosis. And so I really give credit to food, and I'm very focused on finding ways for all of us to have this conversation on things that we can do together globally to make this change happen, and both from government and business side. And I really want to thank you for this opportunity again, Dr. Tarabishy, for putting me in front of world leaders. And I'm on LinkedIn, so I hope we connect. Let's make the world eat better and have a long-lasting life. Appreciate the opportunity.
Oh, you're not off the hook, Mike. You're not off the hook here. So, having you here with a bunch of professors and business people and researchers and following me, tell us a little bit about HappyPlate. Tell us about your company here, and put your link here so people see what it is all about. Right? Yeah. Let's get some business going here.
I am typing it right now, and you can also find us on LinkedIn at HappyPlate, and you can find me on LinkedIn as well.
Excellent. Good. So tell us a little bit about your company.
So HappyPlate is a two-sided marketplace, like I said, that allows people to eat according to their dietary restriction. We just launched here in the DC area, focused on kidney disease. And right now we're serving people that are on dialysis. As soon as you get out of dialysis after being dialyzed for 4 hours, your next question is, what am I going to eat? And we're going to be there to solve it strictly on your dietary restriction and strictly on helping you comply to your doctor's order. So it's pretty much a food for pharmacy in a way, where in order to enable you to feel better and get healthier, we will comply to the dietary restriction of that was given by your dietitian or your doctor, and then we'll supply it and deliver it directly to your home.
What a brilliant idea. What an excellent idea. And again, to be honest with you, when we did Humane Entrepreneurship, the first person that came to my mind, I said, you need to be speaking this, is you. You embody the spirit of what we call Humane Entrepreneurship in true. So I'm going to ask the chair, Osman, to react to this, because he wasn't knowing that you were coming. This was one of the surprises here. So Ahmed, what do you think about this idea and story?
Well, Mike, you've really done great for yourself, first of all.
Thank you.
I think your business is going to do a lot of great for society in general. And I hope you can connect to as many people around the world as you can, and really have HappyPlates, not only .us, but everywhere in the world. I think, today is MSME Day, and I think you're an example of what real humane MSMEs should be like. So well done to you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I was born in Ethiopia, And so from even not just from a global perspective, I totally understand that. I used to be a consultant and KPMG, and I'm very well aware of the Sustainable Development Goals, and I know this is part of it. And this is a global conversation because people with health issues or chronic health issues are everywhere. And I believe that, I saw it firsthand from my own experience when I was diagnosed literally randomly. And I never knew I had even a health issue. And so it's not just for those that are also sick, that from a prevention side, I feel like this could work, but we all have to pay our parts, and we can't just say that this is a business. So when we see a lot of why I decided to go to the local two-sided marketplace is that in the food business, the marketplace side is hard because you always want to make sure that margin and works. So majority of the time we create this warehouses and we just deliver it across. What happens is that the freshness of the food really gets sacrificed for dollars, right? And so we wanted to challenge that and say there are kitchens in every local place, there are chefs in every local place, and why can't we make it happen? And so the challenge is to make it work and to make it affordable for those that can't even afford it. And here in the DC area, there's between Ward 7 and I believe Ward 4 to Ward 7, there's a lot of folks that are on medically tailored diet, but that are shopping in not in grocery stores, but in their local shops. So they're not really able to find fresh ingredients, fresh meals that helps them. And so they are getting sicker. And my whole vision from this is, because I saw it from my own experience, that diet is really important. What you eat is really important. I wanted to bring this conversation here and saying, I'm open to suggestions. I'm open to your feedback, help, whatever that is, so we can make this a global effort and to take it forward.
No, but just imagine, like I'm almost going to tear up when you were mentioning it here, but just imagine you're a 25-year-old troublemaker. You're the whole you see, you laugh because I know, and you have the whole future ahead of you, and the next thing you know, people are telling you, oh look, you're 6 months. What the heck? What went through your mind, your soul, your heart? What happened?
Yeah,
it's just incredible.
Yeah, I'm actually writing a book about it now. It's called Press On, to inspire people to push forward whatever you face in life. It was definitely a devastating moment for me. I was growing within my consulting career, and so I did not really, it wasn't part of my 5 to 10 years vision goals, but things happen, and man plants and God laughs. So through my faith and community and really not giving up, I'm here still fighting for, not just for myself. Now I have a newfound vision to represent everybody that has chronic illness or in the future could potentially be diagnosed. So this is not just giving food, but it's education, as well as empowering entrepreneurship within the global side. When we create a two-sided marketplace, we're allowing local chefs to play in this community and to serve their community as well. So they no longer have to go become employees for $10 an hour, where they can make $10 per plate in this space. And so I call it the triple bottom line, in a way, where you're serving people with chronic illness, you're creating jobs, and you're boosting local economy. And so I feel like humane entrepreneurship is this, right? It's not, it's when I grew up in Africa, particularly in Ethiopia, I was raised by community. I was raised by a single father, and my community took care of me. So it definitely takes a community to raise a man. And here, you giving me this opportunity to speak to world leaders, this also shows another community. And so through community, that is, to me, entrepreneurship means community, but understanding the needs of others and fulfilling that to move forward.
And absolutely, and absolutely, and you hit a lot of things here. The spirit, what I call the spirit of humane entrepreneurship, I think you have captured very well, eloquently, in your 6-minute speech here. So this is so, and I think if you see the remarks coming here, people wanting to reach out to you about your company, people want to reach out to you about kind of sharing your experiences as well. So as I mentioned to you, this is a start, and your story has to be told globally. We will share this story around the world with everybody from ICSB here, but we commend you on Humane Entrepreneurship Day. So with that, I think the chair will agree that you will be recognized as the Humane Entrepreneurship person of the day here, and we'll send you a certificate with that saying you captured the chair. Osman is hard here. He just messaged me here, so he'll be sending you a letter and an official certificate on this, because you really have done an amazing job, and I think the team will be reaching out with your story, and we have it on the record here. So welcome to a global dialogue here.
Thank you.
And tell your dad he did a good job raising you.
Thank you. I've put my email, mike@happyplate.us. Please reach out. Let's be LinkedIn friends. Let's keep having these conversations, not just as a conference thing, but challenge me to think differently so I can reach, help me, let me help others. Thank you so much, Mr. Osman, for the recognition as well. And thank you everybody for your kind messages. I'm seeing on the right side. Right now I'm gonna take this suit off and go to delivery, and I'm gonna deliver those meals. And so one thing that's interesting about this is when I first created HappyPlate, I was only thinking about the folks with health issues. And I started doing my MVP and started delivering, and my client's wife asked me, hey, like my husband and I are eating 2 different meals, and I'm going to Chipotle and eating my burrito while he's eating this your meal that's to help with his kidneys. She was like, am I able to eat that so we can enable our relationship? And so that also let me know that this is a community thing. Now families get to eat together. One person no longer have to eat alone. And so it takes a community to build a village, in all honesty. And thank you so much, Dr. Tarabishy, again, and the ICSB team. Appreciate that.
Absolutely. And George Washington University is very proud of you. I am especially proud of you at the GW School of Business. So well done. Thank you very much. All right, this was one of the surprises here. So we're delighted. So let's give Mike a big round of applause, everybody here, for doing an amazing job. And I'm now going to hand it to Mr. Osman, the chair of ICSB, and to present the second part of the surprise here, and then also to introduce Caroline. Ahmed, the floor is yours.
All right, thank you very much, Dr. Tarabishy, and thank you, Mike, for a great, inspiring presentation. I think all the comments on the chat box show that everyone really appreciates what you're doing. And I think as a brother African, if I can say, you have a lot of work to do in the continent as well, Definitely. So thank you. So the next part, Ayman, is very simple. Back in 2019, Dr. Tarabishy came up with an idea, and he comes up with all these bright ideas all the time saying, he told me, Ahmed, we always have the ICSB World Congress in the summer of every year. It is a gathering of, professors, researchers, and policymakers. I think now is the time that ICSB has a second gathering and a second offering to offer its members and stakeholders and partners. He came up with a brilliant idea. I think it's his idea. All of the smart ideas come out of Ayman. So we called it, when it happened, it was called the SME World Forum. The first version was held in December 2019, 2.5 months just before this pandemic. And it was in the beautiful city of Macau. And we really had a great time. It was an excellent gathering of business people, entrepreneurs, policymakers, researchers, and they were talking business. They were talking pertinent topics, humane entrepreneurship was on the table, 5G technology and how companies can embrace technology, different things. So obviously last year, because of what happened in the pandemic, we were supposed to have a December 2020 SME World Forum, but due to the pandemic, we postponed it. And I'm very glad to announce that we have been able to partner with a great partner, to host this November the SME World Forum in the beautiful city of El Gouna in Egypt. And for those of you who don't know Gouna, you should really visit it. It's really nice. And the website is Elgouna, elgouna.com. And I think Caroline is here to speak about Elgouna and her campus, as she's going to be, it's on the Red Sea. Yes, I mean, that's right. And it's on the beach, and it's a beautiful city. It's a beautiful setup. And in November, it has the best weather anyone in the world can enjoy. So now over to Ayman and Caroline to talk about the SME World Forum and what they plan for everyone this November in Elgouna in Egypt.
Great, thank you very much, Chair Osman. And I'll hand it to Caroline to tell us, because I think she is in the Red Sea right now, in Guna, or not, she'll be there soon. So she can tell us a little bit about the Guna and the Red Sea, and we'll talk a little bit about the conference. So Caroline, welcome back.
Thank you, Ayman. Thank you, Ahmed, and thank you, Mike, for the beautiful presentation and the product. I think we've all had our share of suffering in the last pandemic, of not knowing where to go and what if medication will ever work. So going back to nature and to eating healthier is definitely the way forward, I guess. So I'm really happy to be part of the announcing the next SME Global Forum that will take place on our campus in Elgouna. Elgouna is a small town, relatively young, located on the Red Sea in Egypt. We consider it an entrepreneurial town, actually, and that's why it fits very much with the topics that are being presented, and this is the town. We believe it's a piece of heaven, and we also call it that this is the mindset that we would want to reach. So it's a futuristic town. We wanted to build it as an example that we can take it even further globally. We're happy about the conference, about gathering all the business people, about attracting small and medium enterprises. We've been supporters for entrepreneurs for quite some time, whether in the creative industry and other industries as well. So this will be part of the conference as well, like one of the tracks that we will be focusing on. Our campus will be very, very happy to host this event, as it will be a seed for further events and for further entrepreneurship fostering events in the future as well.
Great, thank you very much, Caroline. And it's in November, Ahmed, November 8 to 11.
10 to 12.
10 to 12. So
10 to the 12th, yes.
Yeah, so November 10 to the 12th. So we invite everybody. We'll soon be sending out the announcements and the website and all that. We just got some notifications. We're almost ready to make the announcement here, but this was a surprise we wanted to share with you all here to kind of end our Humane Entrepreneurship Conference today with that announcement here that we're all going to Egypt, I guess, in November. That's the plan. And with that, I want to hand it over to first to Kishan Kim to say, as the chair of the conference, to give his closing remarks, and then I'll hand it over to Osman, the chair of ICSB, to officially close the conference. So Kishan, as co-chair of the conference.
Yeah.
Are you coming to Egypt? I hope you're coming to Egypt. You're coming to Egypt.
I hope I can be there. Okay, today is a very, very pleasant day because I found humane entrepreneurship is evolving well. Thank you very much to ICSB and Ayman and the many steps for this conference. It is not only theoretically, but also lead to social use. So then hopefully employees are becoming happier and the society can be happier. Yeah. today's topic is making the world a better place. So we must make a better world together. So we need to spread the humane entrepreneurship in France, in Egypt, in Asia, in the future together. Let's not just stay in academics, but spread it to social movement. And let's try to make it into humane entrepreneurship ISO standard soon together. Thank you very much. I hope I can meet everybody in good shape, good health soon in France or in other countries. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Kishan Kim, the co-chair of the conference, and thank you, Catholic University of Seoul, for sponsoring this conference. We really appreciate it. And with that, I want to finally hand it over to the chair of ICSB to give his closing remarks, Chair Osman.
Thank you very much, Dr. Tarabishy, and I want to yet again wish everyone a happy MSME Day. Today is June 27th, and this day was declared back in 2017. It was, again, another bright idea from Ayman El Tarabishy. He came up with the idea and he took it forward to the United Nations, and with the support of our colleagues at the Embassy of Argentina and the United Nations, and Korea at the United Nations, and Kishan and Winslow and all the team that worked on this. This made this day be recognized now around the world, and we're seeing a lot of celebrations globally. I was just between sessions in a webinar with our colleagues in Indonesia, and they were having a great celebration in Indonesia. So just to conclude this forum, this is mainly my final 2 weeks as the chair of ICSB. It was a great 2 years. I really enjoyed working with all of you on different initiatives. I think the organization has embraced the digital world once COVID-19 happened with Ayman and his team. I think everyone, at the IO worked very hard, and I know they're still working hard to support our hosts in Paris for the ICSB World Congress, which starts in 2.5 weeks' time. And I'm sure that it's going to be one of the best World Congresses we have had as ICSB. Finally, I yet again invite you to join us in Egypt in November, and I hope and I wish all of you well, and I wish my colleague and friend Winslow Sargent, when he comes in as chair of ICSB in the middle of next month, all the success, and I'll support him and annoy him and Ayman all the time. Thank you all very much.
Thank you, Chair Osman, for your comments here. And I think you'll know that all chairs do not leave; they just continue supporting ICSB. So just a friendly reminder. With that, I want to thank Kishan Kim for his hosting, co-chairing the conference with me, and then I want to thank the Sky and the IO team for supporting this conference, and with the media and the online. Let's give them a big round of applause. I want to also congratulate everybody for MSME Day, for a fantastic MSME Day, and our colleagues in Indonesia. And also we send our greetings to our ICSB colleagues in Paris for hosting our upcoming conference in 2 weeks. It's a hybrid conference, so we're pushing the envelope in terms of innovation here. And we send our greetings to Adnan Malawi. Unfortunately, he had an emergency that he was not able to attend, but he sends his regards and he says, welcome to Paris. He's waiting for us there. So we look forward to seeing Adnan in Paris. For all of you, thank you for sticking with us for 3.5 hours on a Sunday. And that shows commitment, that shows absolute class, and that shows that you are supporting humane entrepreneurship. We end the session exactly at 12:30. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful MSME Day. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.